Hi, this is Peak Profit, and I'm taking a moment to share with you my observations here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in the heartland. You can hear all around me there's people mowing their lawns, probably because they know that gasoline will be even more expensive tomorrow than it was today, and who knows if they'll even be able to mow their lawns in the future. It's ridiculous, but that's where people are at right now. I don't think it's really hit home what we're facing. I don't think people understand that the lawnmower of the future looks a lot like this. Nor do I think people realize that a lot of what they're mowing down is food. In fact, let me show you, case in point. Right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. This is chickweed. It grows wild and all over the country, and it's pretty easy to identify because it has these leaves on both sides of the stem like that. And the flowers are pretty unique. Although they're not blooming right now, you can see them. If you search on Google for chickweed, you'll see. And it's really tasty. And it grows everywhere. Right next to it, I'll show you this. This is called field garlic. And field garlic grows everywhere. And when you pull up field garlic, of course I'm probably not going to be able to. It has cloves on the bottom that are actually garlic. So you can eat this, and it's delicious. Next we have dandelion. Dandelion leaves are notoriously bitter, but if you can get them in an area like this that's shaded, they're not so bad. And so, within the space of just a few inches here, I found food. It's around if you know where to look for it and you know how to look for it. Now, we didn't want to rely on this exclusively, so what we've done is converted most of our backyard and even part of the front yard into food production. So I'm going to take a second to show you that. What you have here are straw bales, and the bales are covered with a layer of fertilizer. In this bale here we have peas, beans, those are peppers, basil plants, broccoli, and all sorts of different vegetables growing here, okra. And down the way there we have some squash plants, zucchini. Here we have peas growing up a trellis. That'll maximize the amount of peas that we can get out of this area. Also, if you have any beds that are unused or have shrubs in them, these all had shrubs in them to start with, and we took all the shrubs out and planted seed and also a couple of starts in here. These delicious greens right here are mustard greens, and they're wonderful. We have arugula and some kale there, some flat parsley. All this stuff grows like crazy, even in pretty temperate climates. So the key is to do what you can with what you got. If you got 10 feet square, use it. These are mint plants and some nasturtiums, which are pretty delicious, spicy. To maximize our growing space, we also started some container gardening. These are citrus trees, which I'm very, very happy to have. This is a lemon tree, and that's a lime. Yeah. Over here, this cage, this is a potato tower, and basically what you do is you put 4 sticks in the ground and join them up and wrap it in some sort of chicken wire or other tightly woven fence material, and you plant your potatoes down there in the ground in a layer of compost, and then as the tubers start maturing, growing out, you just put layers of straw on top of it, or other compost if you got it. And then they keep growing up, and in a reasonable amount of time, near the middle or end of the season, depends on when they mature, you simply take down the wire here and you release the potatoes. It doesn't take up much space. That's 4 feet square. Here in the ground we have onions. Down on the end there we have leeks. We have more bales here with squash. Now, it's relatively easy to grow a straw bale garden. If you search on Google again for it, you'll see there's plenty of information. The key is to soak the bales beforehand. Now, it's not exactly glamorous, but the way in which you fertilize these is to take your pea and save it up and dilute it with water and put it on the bales, and that serves to give it the ammonium that it needs. So there are lots of ways in which you can get a garden started right away, and you need to start now. It's really not you need to start now, and you need to learn now, because in the future, in the near future, it's going to be impossible. So I recommend you go down to your local nursery, your local gardening store, and buy as mature a start as you can. Go down to Home Depot, buy a couple bales, 3-4 bales of straw, and start planting and start learning. Of course, you can always email me. I will be happy to help you. I'll be glad to share my experience with you. And we're all in this together, one way or the other. We're all in this together. Peak Profit out.